check, check. So what I casually said, so this camping trip is off to a great start. I'll update you when more hilarious hijinks ensue. I sure didn't realize that I was about to have one of my scariest experiences yet. Why did I just say yet? I just jinxed it. A little bit of context to celebrate being fully vaccinated, baby. And also, you know, Mother's Day, my grandmother, my aunt, and I decided to go camping down in Lake Lopez, which is a beautiful place, and it was a wonderful experience. However, on the way back, which we were going up to San Francisco because my aunt lives there, which meant we needed to drive back up there to drop her off. And if you've never been on the 5... Actually, it was the 101, I'm sorry, not the 5. Essentially, it's just a long highway in the middle of California. Again, on the side, not the middle, because this is the 101, not the 5! Where all of the vineyards are, and all of the farmland, and all of the cows. Okay, that one's still true. Fun little aside story, apparently when I was a little kid, I randomly made this huge fuss while my family was driving down the 5, and I forced them to pull over right next to a cow field, which stinks. It smells like cow crap. They checked my diaper, which was totally clean, of course, but then when they were trying to buckle me back in, your boy would not have it. He would not subject himself to restraint and just like essentially made himself into a board. And of course I did this directly next to a cow farm. The incredibly pungent stench that emanates from these cow farms is palpable. Sometimes quite literally. That's the worst part. That was a weird tangent. Anyways, we're totally engrossed in the latest episode of Ear Biscuits, which I've gotten her hooked on, by the way, when suddenly, boom! There is this huge, loud explosion sound. And the list of things that you do not want to hear while your body is hurtling 70 miles an hour, that's pretty high up there. And these large black things suddenly fly up into the air in front of us. Thankfully, nothing hit us, but one of the tires of the RV exploded. Oh,
Just the same.
holy cow.
God, she was going slow enough. This is not good. We're out in the middle of...
We're in the boondocks. Thankfully, it was one of the rear inner tires, and also, you know, nobody was hurt, neither us nor anyone else on the road. That's pretty pog. Look at this bad boy that went flying and thankfully missed us. But after that's realized, then comes the problem of getting home, because we're stuck in the middle of nowhere. We are middle of nowhere. So in order to get home, we need two things. We need, well, I guess three things. We need this tire replaced. In fact, we need all of the tires replaced because they are all the same age and in the same condition, and we think that was maybe what it was. Maybe these were old tires. And third, we need a way to get there. We need a tow truck. When minor, tiny, itsy bitsy microscopic problem, we are so remote that we can't find any. Okay, quick update. Apparently, nowhere's available and everywhere's closed. We might be looking at spending the night in the RV here on the side of the road. Because we can't go anywhere and no one can pick us up. And thankfully, I don't know what kind of favors that my aunt had to call in, but she eventually found us a tow truck that would take us not to any repair place. It was like 5:30 p.m. and they were all closed. And it's looking like the best solution is to spend the night in a truck stop gas station parking lot. So are we gonna spend the night in the parking lot? Now your boy has heard stories about gas stations. Our home sweet home. I'm glad my aunt has pit bulls. And so just like as a precaution, I stuffed everything into my backpack, which I slept right next to, and shoes directly at my feet, just in case in the middle of the night we had to book it. And every like person that walked past our car, your boy's ears perked up. Okay, midnight, and we are officially calling it going to bed. Pups You have one job tonight, and that is to be guard dogs and keep us safe, okay? They're gonna be snoozing the entire time, which is a good thing. If they're snoozing, that means we're safe. Yeah. But I'm extremely grateful to report that nothing happened. And I actually got, surprisingly, the most satisfying sleep that I've had in a long time. Well, that was a surprisingly actually good night's sleep. I'm shocked. I'm also allergic to something here. And thankfully, we were able to find a place that can replace the tires, so it looks like we are going home tonight. Yay! Dope! How do we get it there? There's no great solution, so we put on our hazards, got in the right lane, and just crawled that 30-minute drive that doubled in time. And you know what? They said it was gonna be like a 4-hour fix. So to pass the time, we just turned tail and drove right back to the campsite area because it was so pretty and we wanted to spend more time there. It really did feel like we just gained an extra unexpected day at the camp, which was great. In fact, that was kind of the main takeaway that I took away from this. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, everybody involved in this situation would have preferred if this didn't happen. It was an incredible source of stress and fear and worry. But some of the silver linings. We know now that the tires on the RV are good, solid, new, and much more dependable than the old. We gained an extra day of camping and fun experiences. We got lunch and then drove down and ate it by the beach, cause why not? And I got to check something that's been on my bucket list for a while. Sleep the night in a parking lot. I know that's a weird thing, but I just wanted to try it. And I think this is the difference between positivity and toxic positivity. Because toxic positivity is basically just going like, la la, everything's wonderful, everything's awesome, everything's fine, and if it's not, then you're just weak for not thinking that it's positive. That's a recipe for burnout and disaster. That's not human. When I say stay positive, I know I've elegantly explained this better in the past, but what I mean is it's trying to put a positive spin on an objectively bad situation, not denial. So that is my rather shoehorned moral into this story. But we're okay, everyone's good, and I think I am grateful that it happened. Stay positive. No. I did that entire video and I have an eyelash right there. Oh, that is going to bug me in editing, and I'm sure that it has been bugging you. Or you didn't realize it and now I've just ruined this video for you. You're welcome.